Hey everybody, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Here's a quick update on Florence. I'm going to do some shorter updates from here on out because now there's less analysis of the steering currents. We've got the system impacting us now. It's more about the timing and the impacts we're going to see. And I will post updates, watches, warnings, all those products as much as possible. So the storm did make landfall this morning right around, it was roughly around 7:30 to 8 a.m., right around Wilmington as a Category 1 storm. But it's been sitting in the same area now for the better part of 12 to 24 hours, just clobbering this area of southeastern North Carolina. It's only moving about 5 miles per hour. Now you can see the storm track is going to take it slowly today through tomorrow into Sunday, and then into Monday and Tuesday it moves up here. So this is probably going to end up being like a 3-day event, Saturday, Sunday, Monday for the Charlotte area. And I'm specifically talking about inland areas because as it moves inland, that's when we see the heavy rain threat. And you could see the rainfall forecast that has been issued by the Weather Prediction Center. You could see the swath of the heavy rain. This area in yellow, believe it or not, is around 10 inches of rain. And as you get down here, you're talking about 15 to 30 inches. So the 10-inch area comes up into Charlotte. But I think even into the mountains, you're going to see amounts up here that could be off the charts because the rainfall on the eastern side and northeastern side is going to intersect the mountains. Remember, the low is going to be back here, so it's low pressure, and the spin around it's going to force air and water right there into the mountains. So in the mountains, this is likely going to be more of a Sunday, Monday impact for you, so you got time to prepare. But we're talking huge landslide risk, huge flood threat as this moves inland. And just let me show you some of the possible totals we could see. And these will be at the very high end of the scale. And again, this is at the highest end of the scale for the localized amounts. I know we'll see these type of amounts somewhere. It's just a matter of where. But look at some of these totals around Charlotte. They're pretty close to 10 to 11 inches of rain. And then the amounts here, I think, are actually underdone. So not that we're going to end up getting that much, but that's like kind of the max if things go worst case scenario. I think the 4 to 8 inch range is probably more likely, but that's still going to cause widespread flooding. That would be near the record rainfall for a 2-day event in the Charlotte area. And we had widespread flooding when that event happened with the remnants of Tropical Storm Faye. So you need to treat this seriously. Don't let your guard down. Now that the storm is moving inland, it's weaker. It's still not impacting us. The impacts are coming. They're coming this weekend. And flooding is our number one priority. Number two, it's going to be down trees because of power lines, power lines and trees coming down because of wet soil and wind. And number three is going to be the tornado threat that we're going to have to watch out for. So let's quickly take a look at the wind threat. And again, you can see the general winds. These are the maximum wind gusts expected, generally in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range through Monday. I don't know what's going on with the up there towards Winston-Salem and High Point, but we'll likely see wind gusts probably right around the 40 mile per hour range, which coupled with the rainfall is going to cause some big issues. So the timing of this, remember, is this weekend. Saturday it starts, Sunday's the worst, into Monday, and by Tuesday things will improve. But then down the road, the third phase of this storm, we've gone from the coastal threat to the inland flood, tornado, and landslide threat. The river flood threat comes down the road. Of course, I'll be posting updates throughout the day. I'll keep you updated as much as possible on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, on audio if you're listening on Alexa or my Spreaker podcast. We'll keep those updates going out as we get through the weekend. It's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. This is going to be a long duration event. Please be prepared. You still got time to do so.